There is a background behind me to serving, helping the community and bringing a small paper to this level. It is the, you know, so probably you may be seeing it. It's a broadsheet paper. One day, if I have little more years to go by, I will challenge Chronicle one day. My father was blind from childhood, and my job was to read him the newspaper. I used to read the newspaper from page 1 to the last. He was a small businessman also, though he was blind. I was involved in his business, helped him, and I saw the strength of a disabled man. Disability is not a disability unless you feel that I am disabled. Where I got my strength, I said, I can win wherever I go.
Well, I'm quite humbled by it because I know that there are a lot of people that I know and that are in this room that are more deserving of this honor than I am. People that come to mind right away is, for example, my idol, Dr. Renu Kittur, Vijay Goradia, Jagat Kamdar, Krishna Vavilala. These are people that really deserve it a whole lot more than I do. However, I am honored and I am humbled by the nomination. I've done a lot of work all these years with charitable organizations of all religions. All Indian American groups have supported as legal counsel, as free legal help, or people they have referred to me that are deserving of free legal assistance that I've taken care of. I've had that opportunity. And also attending functions and making monetary contributions. But like I said, I know there's a lot of people that deserve it a whole bunch better than I do. But I am honored and I'm humbled that they have actually decided to recognize me for my unlimited contributions.
It's a good feeling, to be nominated, I think, for any award. This may not be the same thrill as Oscar or Grammys or something, but it's a good feeling to be nominated, absolutely. Just like I'm sure all the other fellow nominees. It has been a sort of a tough struggle throughout the last 15 years. Being an entrepreneur is not easy at all, and to add with all the other challenges of the economy and the world, the global scenario, it makes it very challenging. But I think I have kind of stood the test of time and tried to do the best I can. I have a great team. I owe a lot of our success to our great team members.
This is the first time, they tried to nominate me, and I was wondering, because I've never gotten any nominations for anything except in schools. And this is, I worked hard for this, and wanted to see, where I stand. And it looks like I did pretty good so far. We put in good hours, almost 12 to 15 hours a day for last 8 years. And I deserve it, and I've helped the community in downtown to do really good and brought up the business up.
I think recognition makes role models for the people. So it's a path they can walk on, it's not the destination. I do so many things for the community, not only for the Winmar. Since I joined, I'm a treasurer for Pratham USA, where in India we teach underdeveloped children in underdeveloped, so to read, write and count. I have helped to build a meditation center over here on Schiller Road with the cost of about $2 million. So I have always believed that if I get from the community, I need to give it back to the community without expecting anything in return. That's how I am.
It's an honor to be recognized by the Indian community and the Indo-American community. I have a very different past in the sense that I have lived overseas, lived in 9 countries, in the last 20, 25 years. I've spent time back in India. It's a combination of doing the right things in business, being a mentor to the younger folks, and giving forward, as I call it, giving back to the place that you live in. For every country or every place that I've lived in, I've always given forward, given to the community that you belong.
It didn't happen just like that. It took really a lot of effort from me and the whole, team. And it means a lot. There are so many things to get to this level. So many people have helped me on the way, starting with my, like I'm here because of my brother-in-law and sister here. And then I worked with them for 17 years. Then started my own business, Unique Industrial, in about 1997. And within a span of 10 years, we took this business from $0 to $50 million. And I could not have done it with my business partner, my life partner, and all the staff, and all the people who were working for us.
Everybody has something in them, something that calls to them, something that just kind of speaks out. It's in your gut, So I found it, and it's good to be recognized for my goal, my passion in life. And I want to thank Rajiv Gadgil of India Herald to call me and say, hey, Sunil, I think I'm going to nominate you. And he was like, whoa, that's awesome. As an entertainer, when I go on stage, I forget everything else. I forget, it's like my whole focus is the audience right there, and are they enjoying what I'm doing? But we work hard every day to come up with material, to come up with music, to have themes. People driving down the freeway, enjoying the radio station, drive time, doing the cruises. We get people all over the world now.
When I did get nominated, it was a shock. I didn't anticipate it. And later it felt like it was an honor that friends and colleagues felt that I should be nominated. So that kind of gave me an upliftment. I'm kind of a low-profile guy and don't go out in public as much, but I was really shocked. I was happy, and my family was surprised. It is the foundation of my own life, which is my background back home in India. That's the winner for me. If I wouldn't have been born and raised in a community that has taught me so much, I don't think so I would have that kind of ethic or background or culture or knowledge of sharing, of hardworking. Pretty much you look at every Indian, they are hardworking people. That's our foundation. So if the foundation is not there, the structure is not there.
I have contributed to the society and community, and by giving to the people who need it the most, and hence I feel it is a good honor to be nominated. It's a culmination of all the work and effort that has been put in to making and growing Wiseman for the last 13 years. I don't feel I have worked for 13 years, but I feel I've worked for 26 years because I've put 80 to 100-hour weeks in the company. Whenever anybody asks me, how many children do you have? Actually, I have only one daughter, but I say two. One is my daughter Divya, and the other is Wiseman Consultants. So I have nurtured it with a lot of love, affection to get the company to the level it is.
I feel honored, and thanks to your time, and thanks for giving the opportunity to come and talk about of myself, and being part of this community gives me a lot of joy. I came from Andhra Pradesh, came to US, and had a lot of dream to grow in this country, which gave me a lot of opportunities, and raising my wonderful children. Can't ask more than that. I think I'm blessed every which way. It's not an easy thing to be a businesswoman, especially everybody's saying it's an Indian accent or Indian looks. Sometimes, even though many people say it's not a big deal, but it is, to have your own clients. And I can say now, after a long time, I have my own clients in MD Anderson or Spectra, Williams or whatnot. big corporations do, notice me now after so much struggle, because you are very honest and sincere.
There is hope for women that want to do something for themselves, and you can take leadership and take responsibility, and you can pretty much determine where you want to go, and this country allows you the opportunity to do that. So it is being recognized for stepping forward. From the point people collect wool to spinning, carding, cleaning, dyeing, making knots, transporting it, washing. Over 300 people are involved in making of one rug at different stages. And then when it gets here, how many people are really actively participating in the sales of it, and cleaning, repair. We do all those things, and lots of people are involved, and how many schools, hospitals, things benefit from our donations from this business. So it's just an inspiration.
We have some very, very smart people, very great business leaders in the world. And I say within the group that we have here in Houston, frankly, I'm delighted, impressed, surprised to be nominated, because I'm among a group of very, very qualified people. But I think it takes a great deal of courage to move on and establish a company and go out and hire as many people that we do and go forward. And the fact that we have been doing it for so many years through difficult times and good times, it takes, I think that takes true leadership. It's not just the good times, it's not just getting it off the ground, but it's being able to manage it.
Well, I think it's a huge honor. I think that in general, the Indian community is very progressive, and there's quite a few success stories, over the years. And so for me to be being considered as one of them is amazing. I think in this community, it's kind of it's not different to say that came here with nothing and $1,000 in the pocket and paid my way through school and probably ran 10 different companies, from selling kitchen knives to catering to delivering pizza. I mean, you name it. DJing, been there, done that. So now I know what not to do. So at this point, what's most important for me is to leave a legacy and to help other folks like me, other entrepreneurs who want to make it big. So we are heavily involved with Rice University and their innovation programs. We sponsor all of their apps for all their conferences. We are very involved with their business plan competitions, and we want to find ways to give back to the community.
Everything we do is a team effort. So if there's a nomination for me, I consider it a nomination for the entire team. We've definitely been grateful and fortunate. We've been recognized over the years for several different awards, and we've been happy to receive a lot of them as well. And it's a teamwork effort. I couldn't do what I do without all the great people with me. So for us, it's a great win for the company. We've got great people from day one that are still with us. It's a team effort to make that ecosystem that we've got, and I think because of that, I think we deserve an award that we've been able to project growth, we've been able to sustain for it and continue to grow at an amazing rate.
To be nominated is truly an honor. I've seen the organization grow leaps and bounds, and currently involved with helping I guess the mayor's office at that International Trade and Development Council for South Asia. So it's a lot of things that we do that benefit the missions and goals of the chamber. So to be considered for this is truly a privilege. I believe that a true business leader is also a very engaged civic leader. On the business side of things, everybody knows times are tough, but being involved in running the operations of the largest of our corporate divisions that focuses on water, infrastructure, energy efficiency. And we've actually been pretty successful sustaining our business through this economy. And in fact, some of the initiatives I've been involved with has probably helped us increase our profitability.